Addicts, Caesar here. I was cleaning out my collection of pickups that I've taken out of guitars that I've modified, and I was going to give some of these away, but I figured I should check them and make sure they all work before I give them to somebody. So I thought that was a great opportunity to make a video and show you guys at home how to check and see if the pickup works or not. So we're going to go through and check these three pickups. This is a neck pickup, a middle pickup, and a bridge humbucker, and I'm giving these pickups away, so if you're interested in them, leave a comment down below and I'll be happy to put them in a box and mail them out to you. I think they should be about $5 to ship anywhere in the continental US, so if you're interested in that and you don't mind paying for the shipping, they're yours. So hopefully we have some fun today and we learn something. Okay, so these are the pickups we're going to work with here. We're going to talk a little bit about the science of what a pickup is. If you take a magnet and you wrap a contiguous coil around it multiple times and you leave a little bit of an air gap, you create what's called a transducer, or also a microphone. And if you do the exact same situation in reverse, you create an electrical motor. So what a transducer does is it takes mechanical energy, in this case mechanical energy from the string vibrating, and it converts it into a small electrical charge that runs down this cable, and then it essentially runs out of your guitar, down your guitar cable, into your guitar amp, where your amplifier amplifies the electrical signal and then uses that energy to take a speaker and convert that electrical energy back into mechanical energy. So basically you're taking mechanical energy from the string, converting it to electricity, sending it through the amp to your speaker, and your speaker basically turns it back into mechanical energy, just at a much larger volume, so you can rock out. Now there are a couple kinds of pickups. These happen to be ceramic pickups, which means that these poles are not magnets themselves, they're just pieces of metal that are magnetized with this large ceramic magnet here, and that's this guy also. This one is not. The actual poles here are magnets. So now we're going to check and see if these guys work. And what you're checking on a pickup to see if it works is you're checking the resistance. And resistance is measured in ohms. So I've got my multimeter here that I got from Harbor Freight. Shout out to Harbor Freight. They don't necessarily sponsor anything, but you gotta love Harbor Freight, where you can get inexpensive tools and a free light with it. So when we check ohms, we look for the little ohm sign, which is this little horseshoe looking sign. And pickups are usually rated in thousands of ohms. So when we set our ohms meter here, we want to set it to something about 20K. So this meter has 20, 200, 2000, and then 20K, and that's where we want to be. And usually the reading we're going to get is like 5 point something or 6 point something or 8 point something, means that it's 5 point something kilo ohms, or thousands of ohms. So we're going to go ahead and turn it on. We've got it set to 20K, and I like to use these alligator clips, and that way I can clip it to the wires and I don't have to hold it down, and it gives me a little bit of mobility and allows me to take a look at the multimeter and get my hands off of everything and see if everything works right without having to fumble with it. So on these pickups, it's going to be fairly easy because these are both single conductor with ground wire pickups. Sometimes you'll have a humbucker where you can split the coil and you'll have multiple conductors, and we'll go over that in another video, how to check the humbucker, how to check both of the single coils that run in series together, and then you can split it open and check each set of coils separately. But that's what a humbucker basically is. It's two of these that are wrapped together, and then the wire goes from this one into this one and then out. So here we go, we're going to check these guys out. So the first one is this neck pickup, and usually the hot wire is the one with some sort of insulation on it. This one has white insulation, and then it's got a bare ground wire. So usually the hot one is red, so I've got the red attached to the red probe of the multimeter here. I'm going to go ahead and clip this red guy to him, and then this yellow one I have attached here to my black multimeter, which is usually the color for ground. And I'm going to attach it to this bare wire here, and let's see what we get. Okay, so this one is showing 5.12 12 or 5.12. So that's 5.12 kilo ohms. So that not only tells us that the pickup works, because if it didn't work and the coil that's wrapped around the magnet is broken, it wouldn't read anything. It would just read 0 or 1, which means infinity, and it wouldn't have any resistance at all. So this guy works, and he's rated at 5.12, and if you look into pickups, the amount of resistance or the rating kind of gives you an indication of what the pickup's going to sound like. Typically the higher the number means the hotter the pickup and the louder it's going to be, and the lower the number means that the pickup is less hot or might be a little warmer and not as loud. So that's our neck pickup, and typically when you go from neck to bridge, the pickups get warmer. Pickups get louder as we go along, so we actually should be going up in resistance. So this next pickup should be close to it, but just a little higher. So again, this one has the 2 conductors. The one with the insulation is the hot one. And typically the middle pickup is wound backwards. And not to get into a whole lesson of that, but basically the magnets go the other way, which allows it to be close to these 2 outer pickups without really affecting them and they affecting it. So if we take a look at this middle pickup, it's showing 5.60. So fairly close to this one, but a little more. So it's correct. As we go closer to the bridge, we want the pickups to get a little hotter. And that one not only tells us that it works, but it gets a little hotter than the neck pickup. Fantastic. So let's check the humbucker. Now the humbucker, like I said, is 2 single coils put together, so it should be significantly more resistance than the 2 single coils here, somewhere between 9 and 10 and 11. If these 2 guys are 5s, then we probably want this guy to be high 9s, maybe low 10s. And that way they will be fairly close to each other, and this pickup won't be that much louder than these pickups by themselves. So we'll take a look. Like I said, this humbucker only has 1 hot conductor, so it's going to be easy to check. So again, the one with the insulation is the hot one. We put the red on it. The bare one is the ground. We put the ground on it, and there we go. So this guy is showing us 10.12. So fantastic. Not only does the pickup work, and it's giving us 10.13 k ohms or kilo ohms, but we know what the rating is, so we can kind of have an idea of what this pickup is going to sound like, how loud it is or how hot it is. So fantastic. These 3 pickups work, and somebody is going to be happy to get them. So like I was telling you guys before, if you want to grab these pickups, I'd be happy to send them to you. These are not Seymour Duncan or DiMarzio's by any means. These are just pickups that came out of an import guitar. But if you're looking to try your hand at changing out pickups or building a nice Frankenstrat or parts caster, or just want something to goof around with, I'll be happy to send them to you. Alright, so thanks for watching. If you like what you see, please subscribe at the bottom there, or most likely it'll be at the top, either here or here. And I hope you learned something and had some fun. Thanks.